Hello. I'm not gonna play music for this one. I'm sorry if it's kind of like boring besides me talking, but I don't want to get copyrighted again because I got copyrighted last time, and I like saving these lives as IGTVs, and we can't do that if it's copyrighted. So, no music for this one to avoid copyright. I have to like angle this stencil so it matches this one. Oh boy. Yeah, like that. It's so hard to get these symmetrical. Can I zoom in on this look? This is what we've got going so far. There we go. That's a little more symmetrical. Okay, so I'm just starting off. I cleaned up my brow with some P. Louise and LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just taking my P. Louise Glow Girl Acid Rain Paint. I'm just getting it on this fluffy brush. And I have the stencil on. This is from Crown Noir Cosmetics. They're sold out right now, but they're supposed to be restocking in July. But these are a game changer for full face looks. I have to turn this way because I'm creating on this side. But yeah, again, sorry there's no music or anything. I don't want to get copyrighted this time. So you'll just have to hear me talk. If you pat the acid rain paint out long enough and kind of mix it with like your skin colored base, it really helps blend it out. This, even though it's more purple over here, this, like, magenta really helps deepen that purple up. So I'm going to be using dark purple in a second. Cap. I need to find my concealer brush. It's somewhere around here. My desk is a disaster. Nope, that's not it. Oh my goodness. Did I drop it? We all love when this happens, huh? Alright, I'll just use this one. I'm just taking some of my skin colored base, and I have to get kind of close because I'm blind. I'm not really, but my vision's terrible. And I'm just like stamping this on the edge of that P. Louise Cosmetic Paint. Looks messy right now, I know. But we're gonna blend her out. Just like that. I'll go back in. Are we doing the look on the right? Yes. So, yeah, like I said, this magenta is really gonna help make that purple look really rich and deep in a second. Once I start stamping it on. Screwing these caps on is so hard. Now I'm just like blending out that edge a little bit. Because otherwise it's going to be really hard to blend in a minute. Okay. So I'm just using Carnival 3 palette. I'm going in with Blackberry. This is so hard to do on my phone. I'm using the Morphe M149. And it's really good for like packing color in the crease, especially like if you're like me with hooded lids. Hello everyone. So yeah, I'm just taking Blackberry and I'm just stamping that and then doing light circular motions and I'm just blending that out. I think I just heard thunder. We've been having a lot of thunderstorms lately. The summer has been crazy. Hello. What camera do you use to film your eye tutorial and shots? This phone. I have a highlight on my page with a screen recording of how I take my pictures. I literally just use the camera and zoom in. I didn't think it was supposed to be stormy today, unless that's my neighbor. Alright. So, ooh. There we go. Did not want to blend out underneath my eyebrow. Alright. So, pretty much done with that. Now I'm going in. Ooh, I got orange on that brush. With, oh yeah, the Cara Beauty, I don't even know what this is called. Issue 3 Make a Statement palette. Using Drag Queen, that bright purple. It's still very rich though, but it's like a nice neon blue toned purple. This is a Morphe M506. I'm just stamping that color on so I get full pigmentation. It's being kind of fussy, but purples are always tricky. Here we go. Full pigmentation. There's some weird going on over here. Whatever. I'll fix it in a minute. Make sure I wing it out. And this is a pimple sticker, if you're wondering what that is. I've got really painful pimples right now because of the heat. Me and the heat just don't get along. You have tape on your eye or bandage. It's a stencil from Crown Noir Cosmetics. This is the full cut crease stencil. They haven't come out with them yet. I know they're supposed to release them in July when they restock on all of their stencils. Because they are fully sold out right now because y'all went crazy. And they're having an issue with their supplier, I believe, which sucks as a small business. But when they restock in July, definitely check them out because the stencils are very affordable. You get, I think, like 25 or 50. So I mean, that's like a month's worth of looks. I'm going back in with that blackberry shade from the Carnival 3, and I'm just stamping that because I had a little bit of patchiness going on. There we go. Now I'm taking I gotta remember which one's which. Okay. Morphe M507, and I'm using, I misplaced it. Giggle from the Blend Bunny Blends palette, which they're having a super awesome sale right now. They have 25% off on their site on the palette if you use a code. I can't remember what it is, so it's love something. It's on their site. But I would definitely go grab that right now if you've been thinking about buying this palette. I'm just patting Giggle on. I finally bought that palette but haven't used it yet. It's amazing. The first time I used it, I literally was like, there's no way. Like, there's just no way that a palette can be this good and blend so well. Ooh, oh my god, I'm not repeating that. I literally just spilled this on my brand new carpet. I'm so mad at myself. So now there's an orange spot on our gray/white carpet that I have to pray to God I can remove. Otherwise, I'm sticking tape to the bottom of these things. I just almost stabbed myself. To the bottom of these things, and they're staying on my desk. Please, can you see the name of the stencils you're talking about? They're from Crown Noir Cosmetics, but they're sold out right now. I think they're restocking in July. Definitely bookmark them. Follow them so you can get updated on their restock. What brush am I using? This is the Morphe M506. The small tapered one. Alright, the 3 brushes I'm using right now: Morphe M149, 507, 506. On another 507, I'm going in, if I can find it, with this. I'll put the link up after I'm finished with this live. I'm pressed for time a little bit. I have an ingrown hair right here. Not nice to blend over. So yeah, I'm just taking the Makeup of Murder Neon Pastel Purple Pigment on another 507, and I'm just patting that. Okay. Do I think the pigments are worth it? I use them in every single look. Absolutely. I hate promoing, but I do have a discount code. It's my username for 10% off. I do make commission off of it, but I have both, and they're just amazing. I also have the Burner Foam palette, and that's amazing too. And I love their lashes. I have worn my Evidence Marker number 5 lashes like way too much. Okay. I have to zoom you guys in for this part. Like, are you joking? I messed up the shape a teeny bit, but that's because these are a little long for my eyes. But that's crisp. And it's easy to fix and adjust. You literally just take, if I can find my base, and the brush I need. Just take some of your base. Oh, I hate when my mouth makes that sound. Okay. I slice them in half and layer a tiny bit because they're too big for my... That's smart! Okay. Definitely gonna do that next time. Can you leave this live up? Yes, I will always save my lives. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to go get a package for my neighbor and put it in their door. Okay, yeah, it was a good thing I moved that package because it's pouring outside. Okay. So I'm just going in with my Glow Girl base. Crystal out here saving lives. It was a big ass package, so I'm only assuming it was very important. Unless you're talking about makeup, then yeah. So, ooh, I just already messed up. I'm just filling in the shape a little bit because I didn't place that well. I'm still learning. And you're learning with me. But if it works, it works. Okay, yeah, that's symmetrical. Yeah, I'll clean that up a little bit, but... Okay, it's gonna look better. It was a pun. Duh. That was a good pun. That was a very good pun. Okay, I think this shape's pretty much good. I just gotta fill it in right there. Yeah. That's pretty dang symmetrical. Part of why I never did full face was because of the symmetry. Now I'm just patting that down. My faces are so unattractive when I'm focusing. Okay. Now, to fix this all, if I can find the brush I'm looking for. There it is. What brushes are these that you're using currently? So this was a Mod Podge craft brush. I have these linked on my Amazon, in my makeup essentials, but you can also find them at craft stores. And this is another one of those brushes from that set, but it's a really small square brush. So I'm just using my micellar water. I almost always do a full face because one, it makes me feel incomplete, but it's so insanely hard to get symmetrical. I honestly have been doing full face recently to try and improve on my time because I used to only do one eye because I was taking so long on my detailed looks. This would have taken me 8 hours if I was really, being myself a couple months ago, but I did it in 2. So... challenge yourselves. I feel like that's what my page is entirely. It's just challenging myself. Okay. 2 hours for that is madness, I know. But I have really, don't let this fool you, I have really shaky hands. So like I have to do my liner in such small strokes because like, I just can't, I can't do good clean lines. I actually did, oh, I thought I knocked something off. This yellow in like almost one swoop. I was proud of myself right there. Does my back start to hurt when I do looks? Can't sit for long. Yes, but my back always hurts because I'm a housekeeper and I'm lifting beds all day and moving really heavy carts. So I don't really mind it anymore. I just take care of my back. And I try to be mindful of my posture. I say as I'm hunched over. My desk is a little too short though. That's my downfall too. My hands are so shaky. I have to press my hand on them. No, literally. And like when I'm filming, I have to like hold my phone like this. It's so bad. I make so much work for myself. But I love the outcome, so. May I ask what brand my brushes? These are Mod Podge. They're craft brushes. But I found them at not Hobby Lobby. I don't even know if AC Moore is a store anymore, or if it's just in the Northeast. I found these at AC Moore. Pretty sure you can find them at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I have them linked on my Amazon. Craft brushes, though, are just the best, honestly. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with Blackberry. And just stamp it on that area with the primer slash P. Louise base. And it pretty much just blends right in. I made a mess with the eyeshadow because I'm reckless. But that's what this fluffy, crappy concealer brush is for. This is a Morphe M421. I used to use these for cut creases, but like, are you kidding me? Compared to like that. Yeah. So now I'm just cleaning up the areas that I didn't like, that didn't, you know, go where I wanted with the stencil. Okay. This is a Morphe M149. And yeah, I used the Blend Bunny Blends, Carnival 3, and the Cara Beauty, what's it called? Make a Statement palette, and the Makeup Murder pigments. So do I use eyeshadow to get that pink line? No, that was P. Louise base. I was fixing the shape because the stencil didn't go exactly where I wanted. Okay. That looks kind of muddy, so we're gonna fix that by going in with Giggle. Just blend that out. There we go. Looks better now. That got muddy. That's what big fluffy brushes and white eyeshadow are for. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the neon purple. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. Okay. I'm gonna fix this mess up a little bit, clean that up, and you'll see the shape. I feel like it's a little hard to see on here. Again, this is just my cellar water on a concealer brush. Voila! Okay. I'm gonna go in with some of the pastel purple, try and fix this up. Had a little too much dark purple. It actually looks better on this side now. Do you love when that happens? Now I'm gonna try to make it more symmetrical. Okay. I'm just cleaning up the blend a tiny bit with some concealer. That's better. I've just been fixing this freaking blend for the past like 10 minutes. I'm using the lens, Carnival 3, and Make a Statement from Cara Beauty. Okay. Now I'm being gross and I'm taking my pimple patch off. Ow. Did a good job on that one. You make the cut crease look so clean. Mine always take forever to do. That's what these brushes are good for, and those stencils that I used. Okay. All right. Cut crease time. I made my own like colored base because I don't have a bright orange. What eye base do you use? I use a mix of LA Girl, P. Louise, and Anastasia, and I used Glow Girl Acid Rain paint for the purple. But so for the colored base part, I'm using LA Girl White Concealer, and I'm going on this metal palette. It's a little bit of a mess, sorry. These are linked on my Amazon too. These are really helpful. Bryce got me this forever ago for Christmas, and I love it because I don't like putting my concealer or anything, or my base on my hand. Like, I know it's good to warm it up, but I make a mess when I do that. And get it on furniture, and get it on myself. Okay. Now I'm taking Makeup Murder Neon Orange and carefully setting the cap down. I can't find the tool I need again for the millionth time. Ah, right in front of me. So I have this like pimple tool thing that I don't use. I just like this to get my pigment out because I lost the spatula to that palette, and this does just as well. So I just scoop some pigment out, and then I tap it on to the palette. Whoop! I'm not playing games with this pigment anymore. I swear to God, if I spill it again. So yeah, just tap it on. And then I take my concealer brush, make sure it's really flat for a good cut crease. And then I mix the concealer and the eye base up. Or the concealer and the pigment. Okay, so now that my brush is loaded up, I absolutely adore the LA Girl Pro Concealant. I agree. That was my first base that I swore by for like 2 years. My favorite concealer for a while. I still like it, but I like it more mixed with the P. Louise base. This is the Makeup Shack T77 brush. The P. Louise 7072? Yeah, 7072 is a really, really good brush too. These come in a set sometimes with the cosmetic paints. highly suggest you get those spindles because these brushes are bomb. It's, what brand do you use for the orange color? It's Makeup or Murder Pigment mixed with LA Girl Pro Concealer in white. Oh, I have a stray hair. Yeah, make sure all the hairs are even. And you want to stamp. Why do I mix them to lighten color? No, this is a pigment and that is a white concealer to make a base. Okay. How thick of the layer concealer? How thick is the layer of concealer? Not very thick at all. The thicker it is, the more cakey it looks, and the more creasing you'll have. So I do literally like just enough to conceal the area and make sure it's evenly pigmented. And then you always want to pat out your base. I'll do that in a second once I finish doing my shape. But always pat out your base. That will definitely make it easier to blend your eyeshadow. And pigments especially. Can you mix the pigment with the P. Louise room base? Yes, you can. You can mix the pigments with pretty much anything, I'm pretty sure. So if you have the white rumor base, that's a good way to make more vibrant bases and custom bases. I have some like colored P. Louise bases, just to make it easier, you know, for time, but and I'm just cleaning this brush off. I have one of these like spongy brush cleaner things. I think I found this one at Walmart, but I found them at the drugstore too for pretty cheap. I'm pretty sure if I wasn't as lazy, I'm pretty sure you could literally just get like one of those cheap plastic sponges and cut it and put it in a can. Then you just like wash it out every once in a while. Makes it just a lot easier to get product off. Can you make a base with powdered pigments? Oh yeah, you can like make infinite amounts of bases as long as you have a good base that works with eyeshadows. When you mix them, you just don't want to make it too thick because that's when it gets cakey. When I was first starting, that's all I did. I even like before I had like liquid water activated liners back when Suva was the liner brand. I used to just mix my eyeshadow in with a glitter base, do a liner, and then top it off with that same eyeshadow shade. So it made it a matte eyeshadow. There are infinite possibilities with makeup. You do not have to adhere to the rules. So yeah, I'm just patting it down so there's no creasing. Well, minimal creasing anyways. And then I'm going in with the pastel orange, Make Up a Murder pigment. I dropped like half of, not half, but like a lot earlier, so it doesn't touch the cap anymore. But that's what I used to use to get pigment. I used to like do this because it's more controlled. But I don't have the luxury of doing that anymore. I have to dip the brush in and then use the cap. So I'm just patting this in the center. I'm kind of doing like a halo cut crease. You can see over here, it's like really subtle halo. Can't you flip it before upside down before opening to get on the cap? I try to. For some reason, I don't know, maybe I need to clean the cap. It won't stick anymore. I think I've just like had it for so long. That was thunder. I think I've had it for so long that the silicone isn't really like sticky or grippy anymore. But I still just, you know, use it after. So yeah, I'm just patting it in this area. Oh, my back hurts. I'm taking the ColourPop Fade into Hue, and I'm going in with Art Deco. It's shimmery, but like, I'm sure as like any of you know who have this palette, the shimmers like go away unless it's an actual shimmer eyeshadow. But no, the shimmery mattes are like just really matte. So I'm just patting that. Oh, I already got creasing. There's rain hitting my window. This is a dough color brush. I really like these brushes for like big work, I guess I would say. They're not detailed brushes by any means, but they have like pencil brushes that I really like for stamping color in the crease. So yeah, I'm just like doing that. And then I'm just using the same brushes for the oranges because I haven't cleaned my brushes in a month. And then yeah, I'm just going back and forth between the ColourPop palette, Art Deco, and the pigment. And now I'm going in with, actually, I started with that last time, but then I switched it up. I gotta remember that. How Nice is the Blend Bunny palette. I just purchased one because I saw it in the product descriptions. Amazing. I think someone asked about, oh I know, they asked about the, oh no, someone did ask about the Blend Bunny palette. Yeah, it's amazing. I highly, highly recommend it. It blends like butter, literally. Like, I've heard people say that, and you know, I've bought those palettes. And sure, some of those palettes do blend nice, but this one literally blends like butter. Hi, Ellie. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, so I'm using the Cara Beauty palette. And I'm using these two. This is like an orange red. I'm using that, but I'm going like over the orange with the red to deepen it up because I don't want it to be like red, but I want it to be a deep orange. It's on sale right now, 25% off. Okay, so he's at work. Where can I buy it? On their website. I have it linked in my bio, and it's obviously linked on their Instagram page. So just basically doing the halo shape on this side too. Oh, hi Loki. Oh, I gotta show you guys Loki. Look at him. Loki, say hi. I'm sorry, I disrupted you. Rude. I'm trying to not shut my phone off while putting my phone back. Okay. So yeah, I'm repeating the halo shape. How do I don't want the fill. Okay, thank you. My sister's cat's name is Loki too. I love the amount of black cats that are named Loki. I mean, I don't know if your sister's cat is a black cat, but I feel like, I don't know, I tell people that my roommate's cat's name is Loki, and they're like, oh my god, that's my cat's name! Okay, so this part is like a little tricky for me. It's sunny outside, but it's thundering. Welcome to New England. I'm just kind of like winging that shape out. Oh, I love Siamese cats. I'm using the ColourPop Fade into Hue Cara Beauty Make a Statement palette for the oranges and Makeup a Murder pigment. Okay, so now that I've got Art Deco all blended out, I have something in my eye. Sorry, I'm just looking for symmetry real quick. Blending the edges out with the pastel orange pigment, and then love this color combos. Everything's so talented. Thank you so much. And what inspired you to do this color combo? So I actually, like, on my story yesterday, I don't know if it's still up, I asked you guys for a bunch of color combos, and a lot of you were saying complementary colors, and then I realized I had this sketch in my phone from like 2 months ago because I was laying in bed and like a variation of this look popped in my mind, but it has since changed quite a bit. It was originally just going to be like these little arrows and no liner and the sunset liner, but my extra gene kicked in. Will I be saving this? Yes, I always save my lives. Except for the second part to my last one that got copyrighted. Lame. And are these dough color brushes? Yes, they are. They're amazing. I'm having some issues blending. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That thunder is just rumble, and it's fully. The sun's completely blazing outside right now, and there's thunder rumbling like a couple miles away. I'm sorry I keep talking about it, but like, what's going on? Okay, so now for this liner part, my back hurts. Whichever one of you mentioned my back hurting brought it to my attention, and now I can't stop thinking about it. Okay, so I'm just taking the orange concealer that I mixed up, the pigment, the neon orange pigment, and white LA Girl concealer, and I'm just taking that flat concealer brush from the Makeup Shack, and I'm just stamping. Shayna, hi. How are you? Did I say that right, Shayna? I feel like doing makeup is forever gonna give me neck and back pain. Yeah, I feel like if once I see a chiropractor, they're gonna be like, "What do you do?" I'm like, I hunch over a desk for multiple hours. So I'm just making that wing kind of like follow. Wait a minute. Nope. I'm making it go like. Oh, wait a minute. My eyes are different shapes. Alright. So yeah, it's gonna go out a little more like that. What is crisp? Ah, see, I got the shape on this one right. So if you have hooded eyes like me, you want the, like, thickest part of the liner, I guess. I want to say, like, crest, but that's not the word you use for eyeliner. You want it to rest right below your crease. And I messed up and I didn't do that on this side, so we're going to fix that on this side. Yeah, see, that's a lot better. This looks really great, babe. Aww, you're so sweet. You're making me blush. You're looking to purchase some products? What are you looking to get, my friend? I don't sell anything, but I can direct you in the right direction, possibly. And this is filling that in, and we're basically gonna do what I do for my cut creases, where I do the concealer down, sucks up all the eyeshadow, and then I erase it. Okay. Oh, my back. Sorry, say that again. I couldn't hear. It's a concealer. It's my White LA Girl Pro Concealer mixed with Neon Orange Makeup Murder pigment. Okay. Concealer brush. Taking the big brush first. I'm just erasing that concealer. I only do this because it yeah, it absorbs the eyeshadow underneath. I don't know, I find matte eyeshadow really hard to move. I'm glad that palette wasn't open because I would have drowned it in my cellar water. What's my favorite color eyeshadow to do? See, I think I have an eyeshadow color that's my favorite, and then I go to do it and I hate it, and then I go to find another one and I hate it, but it's probably either orange or blue. I have a really, really hard time blending orange though. And how long have I been doing makeup? I've been doing, I guess I've technically been wearing makeup since I was 12. I'm 21 now, so almost 10 years. I used to play around with it when I was a kid, but I wasn't, serious about it. And then when I was 15, I, really got into makeup. I got my first, lipstick, got my first eyeshadow palette. I went to Sephora in New York City. I was so excited. And my mom got me a Morphe palette for my birthday. I actually still have my first brushes. This was one of my first brushes. And this was one of my first brushes. And then I have like almost all my face brushes I've had forever. I did that once with oily micellar water. Oh my, I would cry. I know you're not supposed to tug on your eyes, but there's a lot of little wrinkles over there. But yeah, I've been doing makeup, like eyeshadow and stuff, since I was 15. I started this page when I was 16, so I've had this page for like 4 or 5 years now. I still have my first brushes from my mom. Aww. I feel like when your like mom gives you makeup, it's just so, I don't know, so special. I grew up like going through my mom's, like she had this makeup box, like the old ones that you see at Walmart or whatever, full of makeup. And she's a lot tanner than me. So I looked like Bart Simpson whenever I wore her makeup. Which palette did I use for the purple shade? I used Be Perfect Carnival 3, the Blend Bunny Blends, and Makeup Murder Neon Pigment, and the Cara Beauty issue 3 or whatever. Yeah, make a statement. I always kept the packaging. I remember when I first started getting makeup. I've moved like so many times in the past few years, I can't keep packaging. Where is this thunder coming from? Oh! Wow! That's very dark. That's very dark. That's where the thunder's coming from. I think I still have my first palette, and now I still use my first contour palette from like 2018. I still have my first palette from like 2015 or 2016. I got rid of my first eyeshadow palette. It was the Kat Von D palette. And I threw it out during that whole fiasco. Now I kind of regret doing that, because like that's a little keepsake. Like that's what I did my first cut crease with, my first halo eye with. Why don't I pin the palettes? I don't go live anymore, so I forget that I can do that. Thank you. Don't mind me typing for a minute. Ben Bunny Blends. I can't talk right now. Carnival 3. Color Pop. Fade into Hue. Cara Beauty. Make a statement. Makeup Murder. Pigments. How do I pin a comment? Am I doing so? Ah, there we go. Got it. It would not let me do it for a minute. I need to grab my phone charger. Be right back. Loki's still loafed up. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, wait. I have the wrong charger. Look at me being ill-prepared. Okay. Getting my cardio for the day. Do you have any tips on taking good close-up eye pics? If you have an iPhone, I really suggest using the aperture lock feature, which was like when you zoom in or whatever and go to take a picture, hold down on the screen to lock the focus and then pull away like a tiny bit, and it makes the quality look really nice. It just adds like a nice natural blur, and it looks like it was taken with a like professional camera. Can I please ask that you play the music? I would. Unfortunately, I got copyrighted last time. So, I want to be able to save the live, so I'm not playing music. Because I wasn't able to save the second part till I looked last time. Okay. So yeah, I apologize for the white noise in the background. It's like 90 degrees outside today, so... What look am I showing you? This look. I'll be finishing the under eye and face hopefully within this live session. I have to go get Bryce kinda soon. So... iPhone 12 Pro. I use the iPhone 11. But you can do the focus lock on, I'm pretty sure, like, iPhone 8 and up. Or the XR, whatever. There's too many iPhones. Okay. Okay, so I've cleaned up that area. Now I'm just going to go in with the same brush, excuse me, and some white concealer. And I'm just going to take it straight from the thing. I don't use this on my skin anyways, so. Do I pre-plan looks? If yes, on paper or on some software. I rarely plan looks. This actually was kind of planned. I think the app's called Sketchbook. It's free, I know that, and it's kind of like Procreate, but I'm not paying however much for a doodling app on my phone. If I had an iPad, I would probably get Procreate. But I'm pretty sure the app I use is just called Sketchbook. So you do that through any app, or is it from the camera settings? You do the screen lock on the camera screen itself. Like you just hold on to the area you want to focus on. I show it in my highlight with how I take pictures. So yeah, I'm just taking the white concealer. Oh, I apparently have it on my finger. And I'm just filling in that wing. I would use a tinted base. I cannot talk. But I have a lot of colors going on, so I don't want to make all those tinted bases. Okay. Have I tried Morphe White Concealer? I have not. I actually haven't tried any Morphe complexion products. I saw they have a sale, but rent's due this month, or this week, so that's not happening until Friday. And I'm just patting the concealer down as I go. I'm just doing a kind of thin layer. Just enough to get that opacity so the neons will pop. Okay, so that's done. Guys, I might actually finish this look on live. That's crazy. It's only 3:20. I don't remember when I started this live though, so I have no idea when it caps out. Or if it does anymore. I know they used to have a time limit, and I hated that. Alright, so now I'm just taking my pastel orange. And I'm taking this Mod Podge craft brush. It's one of the fuller ones, but it's fluffy. And I'm just stamping that on this inner portion. I'm not being too clean with it. Like, I'm obviously not going to be like a slob with it, but because I'm just going to go over with eyeliner, so the lines will be covered up. So I'm just stamping on that pigment. You really want to like stamp on these pigments on your lid. Was the previous live part 2 blocked because of the music? Yes. I tried to appeal it like 4 times and it literally got blocked like instantaneously. I have no idea how because I was using lo-fi remixes, but whatever. This is being kind of fussy, so I'm gonna go back in. Hi, cat! I always get so excited when you join my lives. Alright, so I stamped that like and kind of blended it right here because I want the pink and the orange to merge seamlessly, because it's really tricky to blend the pigments when you're patting. It's not super tricky, like it's how you should do it when you're patting them on your lid, but still. Comes with a learning curve. And it made like a really cute like coral. Yeah, coral peach shade. My original intention was no liner at all, as it has been for like the past 3 months. It never happens. How's the heat by me? I'm melting. We have an AC and 2 fans going and I'm still sweating in my makeup room. It's pretty bad. It's not as hot as it has been. I can't imagine how bad it is in New York City though. I hope you're staying cool and I hope you have a good AC. Especially if you're in a building, like an apartment building, because I can only imagine how miserable that is. Do I use the wet or dry brush? Always dry brush. You don't really want to use water with these because they'll just like crumble up and flake. It reached 117 in Oregon. I used to go to Portland State, and I really remember I went out for orientation one summer, 2018, and they were having a heat wave because it was like 80 degrees. I'm praying for y'all. One of my friends like Snapchatted me from her apartment. It's 115. That's insane. That's like the South. That's like Arizona. Loose neon powders. Yes, the makeup a murder. Did you guys hear that one? I will be shocked if you didn't. That's still going. On Monday, Salem beat Vegas's heat. That's ridiculous. And that sound, Cat, was thunder. It's been rumbling for like a while now, but it's just getting really dark next to our house. I'm spooked because I have to go drive in like 40 minutes. And I have to drive up into the mountains, which means I'm going to be driving into the storm. I'm going back in with that neon orange real quick. Oh, that's such a pretty little baby pink. You see that? I hear nothing, just you and the fan. Word. Some of you guys heard it, so word. I'm not just the crazy lady talking about thunder anymore. When you use neon colors, do you paste it with glue? No, I use just my concealer, my wet concealer. It grabs on really well. You just don't want it to dry out because that's when it'll patch. These colors make me crave popsicles. Right? Right? It's like, oh wow, it's getting really dark outside. Yeah. This just makes me want to lay on the beach in the 80s. It's definitely gonna be pouring. I hate that. I saw a video this morning, like a TikTok or whatever, of someone's car getting struck, and it like killed the car. That's so scary. I almost got struck when I was a little kid, so I do not play with lightning. Like I won't shower when there's a thunderstorm. So now I'm just using the neon purple, and I'm just using my Mod Podge brush because I'm doing the wing, so it's got to be detailed. And then you just pat them. Oh, that blended so well. It's terrifying. Yeah. Actually, a couple times I've almost been struck. One time when I was like 8, my aunt, I just dropped my brush and I had purple on it on that white carpet. But one time when I was 8, I was at my aunt's house and with my grandma, and my cousin Benjamin was there, and it was like an insane thunderstorm. Like the rain was so heavy we literally couldn't see the neighbor's house like 10 feet away. And all of a sudden lightning struck like right next to the house, and it turned out that the neighbor had parked his RV under a tree, and it was like 3 inches from a tree branch, and the lightning just really liked that, the water and the metal, and completely destroyed his RV, melted all of the outlets, and like it was literally so bright and loud that none of us, like we all screamed and no one could hear it. And we all like any of us that had caps in our mouths, like we could taste metal. So yeah, traumatizing times with Crystal. And then another time when I was like not even, I think the same year actually, I was on our covered porch with my grandpa, and we had this insane heat lightning storm. Like the sky was constantly lit up, and we're standing on the porch, and like it's like all striking far away, and all of a sudden lightning struck like right in front of us. So I don't like lightning. I've gotten over my fear, but I don't risk it. Hi, Maggie. You should definitely use your pigments more. Do I use a lens or is it my original eye color? This is my natural eye color. Thank you. Alright. I got chit-chatty. It was not focusing. So yeah, that TikTok I saw this morning just like triggered me. Cause I thought you were safe in a car. Like not, that person didn't get hurt, but their car died. I don't want to have to restart my car like in the middle of the road. So normally I pat, but I am brushing just to fan the wing out because it's really hard. Like I could just use a nail art brush, but I'm actually going to. That worked way better. Am I going to save my life? Yes. Okay, good enough. I'm just gonna go back in and sort of blend out. It's a Mod Podge craft brush. I have them linked in my bio and my Amazon page. So now I'm just patting between the pink and the purple, trying to get that seamless blend. You know, as we do in this house. Strictly blends in this house. We have big ass trees in our yard too. I don't like that when it comes to lightning. Yeah, get into it. Yeah, that's where it's at. Just giving the sky casual death glare. So yeah, these are the Mod Podge brushes. Alright, so now for the liner. And I'm going to show you guys my favorite trick that I learned from Cut Creaser on here in Nazara looks. I don't know how to pronounce her name properly. I always think it's Nazara. Nazira? I don't know. I'm going to stop saying it. So, I use Duo Brush On Lash Glue. And I get it nice and you don't want a lot. You don't want to like bombard the area. You also don't want too much because it'll look like crunchy. And I'm just going over my crease. I'll turn you guys a little bit. Am I getting washed out? Oh, the left side is so hard. I usually only do my right eye for my looks, like when I post. So you just want to follow that crease. And this will help prevent cracking and like bleeding or anything like that. And it helps, I don't know, for me, it kind of creates like a guide, like it grabs the brush for me. Okay. So now I'm going to outline the liner. And this is kind of the scary part. For me anyways. Doesn't matter how thick the line of glue is you're making. You want to make it as thick as the liner you're going to have it. Because if it's off the glue, it's more likely to crack and have the eyeshadow bleed in. But if you make it too big, you can go back in with that eyeshadow that you're closest to. Like, if I went over into the purple too much, I could go back in with the purple on a brush and set that glue so it's not as shiny. It's really hard to get the right amount on your brush. Ooh! my hands are shaky. This part's easy. Uh-oh, lash glue in my hair. That's not cute. Okay, whew. All right. Keep getting the lash glue in my hair. Now it's time to go in with the liner. So for the yellow, I'm using Sheen Cosmetics Mellow Yellow. And I have, ooh, I almost dropped it. This dropper, it used to be like vitamin C or something like that. I just have it for water in my desk. Make sure you disinfect these bottles though and clean them frequently, because you do not want bacteria buildup. And I'm just using the Sheen Cosmetics Zero brush. Do I wait for the lash glue to dry completely before doing the liner? Yes, because otherwise it will just become really difficult to work with, and it'll ruin your brush. Okay, so now uh-oh, I glued my eyelashes together. Okay. Probably not gonna be able to do this side in like 1 or 2 swoops. Why do I do the lash glue trick? It prevents cracking and helps prevent the eyeshadow from bleeding into the liner, like with yellows and whites especially. They never stay white for me. Yeah, and it just prevents cracking, and it helps it wear more comfortably too, and it'll last longer. Like, because a lot of people, they'll wear a colored liner and it starts to flake off throughout the day. Whew. Good enough for one swoop. I just saw lightning. Oh, that was not thunder, that was a truck. There's the thunder. Uh-oh, this is not symmetrical. Now it is. How thick is my liner water mixture? Really hard to explain. Some people say to make it like ice cream soup, but I have found that is what causes cracking. So I do it kind of like just before that stage. So like if I'm mixing, ooh, I really hope they didn't break my palette. It's safe. Okay, so this is not gonna, okay, there we go. That's too thick. This is just right. Really hard to show on video, like unless you're here and you can feel the texture. It's hard though because it's really hot in my apartment. Well, not really hot, but it's warm, so my liner's drying really fast. Symmetry. Okay. Yeah, see, like this is perfect. I'm sorry it's blurry. I would take my phone off, but it's charging. I keep getting liner on my face. Okay. Really hard to keep a steady hand on this side. Man, that storm just took all of my natural lighting. Okay, my hair does not want to cooperate right now. My mirror is too close to my brush. And I messed up. It's okay though. We'll take a clean brush and some water and we'll clean that up. There we go. We got Gucci and then we got Walmart. There we go. I'm trying to fix the liner and I'm just making it worse. That's better. That's better. Okay. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So now I'm looking for my other liner brushes. I don't have the patience for this, so I'm just gonna clean off my Morphe 610, or not Morphe, Suva Beauty 610 brush. I'm not using nail art brushes for these parts. I'm gonna use nail art brushes for the purple part though. But okay, so I'm using the Shein Cosmetics Neons palette. I'm using the Neon Orange. I'm just mixing it up on my brush with the water. And okay, there we go. So I'm just creating this line, and then I'm going in with a very small amount of Peach from Glitter Mousse Cosmetics. Don't know why my camera just can't handle colors today. I'm just taking a small amount of that and doing that in the inner corner just so the orange is a little more pastel. I'm mixing those two up. And then I'm going in with the neon pink on the Shein Cosmetics 00 brush. And I'm just filling in that middle portion. I'll blend them together in a minute. I use water on a brush. I'm carrying that into the purple area. Are the sheen brushes smaller than nail art brushes? No, they're thicker. That's a nail art brush. These are just like good for fuller liner like I'm trying to do. And I'm just carrying that into the purple. Alright, so now I'm using the neon purple from that palette. Mix, 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 mix. And then I'm just gonna do this outer part. Like that. I'm not gonna go all the way up to the tip because I'm gonna do dark purple. This is the Sheen Cosmetics Neon multi-palette. That lightning's loud. Or thunder. Lightning doesn't make a sound. Well, technically. Okay. Got that part. Now I'm just gonna go in. This part I am gonna use a nail art brush for because I want that fine flick. I'm using the dark purple. This is Aubergine from Glisten Cosmetics. Okay. Look at that flick. Oh boy. Oops. Okay, that's better. I don't think I can pin two comments, but it's cosmetics over. I can't pin that, but it's in the comments. So now I'm just I'm gonna clean this brush off with some water. And leaving it damp. If I can, goodness. I'm leaving it damp, and I'm gonna use that and just do small strokes between the two colors, and that'll blend them together. It's a lot easier than trying to blend the two colors and go back and forth. Just use water and they'll blend out. Okay, so now I'm just going to clean this brush off again. And blend the purple into the pink. And then I'm just going to do that again and blend the pink into the orange, or vice versa. And there you go. Ooh, I need to leave in 9 minutes. So I'll probably continue my base and under eyes once I get back from getting Bryce. I'm just using that same neon purple, and I'm going to create these shapes real quick. Let's see if I can do it before I have to go. 8 minutes. Just mixing the liner up. And hello, Ellen. So, okay, so the first thing I did was this little triangle shape. Right there. Okay. And this I'm using a nail art brush for. See how fine that is? Okay. Wish you a wonderful evening. I have to go. Bye. Bye. Take care. I just realized I never posted my tutorial for today. That'll be up late. Not for this look, but for the look I just posted. Ooh, this one's hard. So I'm trying to extend this flick out on the bottom half. There we go. Not quite identical, but close enough. Hey, I did that in one swoop. And I messed it up. Okay, we're just gonna do the clean brush trick and clean it up that way. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna finish this part of the liner and then I have to go get Bryce, but I will be back to finish the base and under eyes. Okay, so I finished up the liner. That is the eye look. So that's part one. I will be back for part two in a little bit. See you guys later.